everyone, and it's 恭喜发财, wishing everyone a happy and auspicious Lunar New Year of the Metal Ox. My name is Gracie and I'm dressed in auspicious red, and I'm here to give a reading for a Leo friend again. And what I have today, of course, is the Leo card, and today what I want you to know is that I am using an astrology oracle deck, okay? So it's very different from the previous deck that I've used. So my friend is a Leo, and Leos, as you probably know, they are born, it's a fire sign. They are born on July the 23rd all the way to August 22. So we have a Leo card here, can you see? Okay, the king of the jungle, right? And what does it say here? Leo is a fixed fire sign, and its qualities are heart, pride, loyalty, warmth, enthusiasm, and creative self-expression. So in other words, this native, what we call a Leo personality, is prideful because he or she is the king of the jungle. However, being a fire sign, they make very loyal friends. They're very warm, okay? And their attitude, their outlook towards life is always optimistic. Now, why do I focus on Leo so much? Because Leo might find this year, a universal year 5, 2021, quite challenging, because 2021 calls for all of us to learn how to be flexible and how not to be fixed. How, if you're fixed on something, to kind of like just flow. So fixed signs kind of like find it very difficult because they can be resistant to change, they're very tenacious, they hang on to things very tightly. And so they find it a little hard to blend, okay? So Leos, take note, you have to bring up the creative self-expression part of you and just roll with the year. The gem that we propose for you will be like the color of my clothes is ruby, and your ruling planet is the sun. And therefore today I've also lifted a sun card. Okay, now in this deck you find that, so this is the sun. This is the sun, can you see? And the sun actually, like what I've just mentioned, right? Because Leo is a fire sign, is always cheerful and optimistic like the sun. The sun is the biggest star in the universe. What does that mean, okay? The sun gives us the source of life. So what do you think Leo is? Leo is born lucky. I want to take a look at the 5th house, okay? Because it says correspond to the 5th house. I'm going to look for the 5th house and tell you how it all links up. Shall we take a look at the 5th house, yeah? Interestingly, also this 2021 is a number 5. Okay, so let's take a look at the 5th house, okay? So I'm doing all the shuffling. 5th house, where are you? Come on. Show up, show up, show up, show up, show up. Abracadabra, very soon. Hey, we got the 5th house here. Okay, so this is the 5th house. Alright, this is the 5th house. What does it say? The 5th house says that this is the house of life. What I just mentioned to you just now, the sun is the source of life, right? So you're into children, you're into creativity, your self-expression is driving you towards fulfilling your desires and magnifying it. You're also into recreation, you are a thinker, okay? And you need a lot of space, okay? You do not like to be hemmed in, okay? So the kind of job that you look for must be one that gives you lots of autonomy, lots of independence, okay? After all, you're the king of the jungle, right? The jungle is like your domain. You are free to roam anywhere. Make sense? So that's house number 5. Okay, and we've been in a Mercury retrograde. Okay, we're still in a Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is responsible for upsetting our plans, okay? So Mercury rules all things that rule communication, that rule contracts, negotiation, so and so forth, okay? Now, Mercury retrograde means that this planet is actually sleeping, okay? Instead of, it's actually in a backward motion. And this Mercury retrograde will last approximately 3 weeks, so it's all going to end quite soon, okay? The last Mercury will turn direct on 21st of February, so hang in there. So what it basically means is that my advice to Leo as well as all other signs watching this video right now is for you not to jump into making any big decisions, okay? Hold off your decision, don't make anything major, don't be hasty, and just wait out the retrograde, okay? And you may want to just use the time for planning, use the time to review, to reset, to revise your plans, okay? And Mercury retrograde happens 3 times a year. So this is the first retrograde of 2021. So expect delays and miscommunications. So if you have made some appointments with your friends, sometimes it can be likely to get cancelled. So you need to keep on reminding. It can be frustrating. So just wait out the period. That's the best advice. And maybe just, just chill. So my friend chose house number 11. House number 11. House of number 11 happens to be a house of relationships. Now, this is very interesting because 2021 is actually about group energy. We've effectively already moved into the age of Aquarius, okay, with the sighting of the Christmas star, the grand conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn on 21st of December last year. We've already started our transit into the age of Aquarius. And what it means is that although you are a solopreneur, for some of us, who are solopreneurs, you have to think about building your tribe, building a large following, because it's all about group energy. It's about networking, it's about social media, it's just about big groups, okay? So what the advice is that use the group to bring about your goals, okay, to move your goals. And maybe what you can do is to incentivize the groups with perks. And then, with every group that we join, right, I don't know whether you believe this, if you find some kind of like kindred spirit, it's because we are all in the same soul group. Our souls recognize each other. Maybe you have known each other before in a previous lifetime, who knows, right? So you want to pay attention to the audience and to the tribe you resonate with and whom you attract, and to meet a common purpose for all of you. And like it or not, birds of a feather flock together. So that's the advice from House of Relationships. Okay, now I know my friend has got a life path number 9, so I am also going to lift another planet to rule his life path, and that is Mars. Now, Mars is the fighter planet. Interestingly, this is also a fire sign. Okay, now this corresponds to Aries and also to the first house, okay? So this is Mars is a fire sign. It is a ball of energy. In fact, it's a very small planet, but it is a fighter planet, This person, all Leos you have the drive to win because you're a warrior and you're very competitive. Okay, so this particular year, you just have to kind of like just make sure that you kind of like want to tame that in you a little bit, because hey, this is 2021 and you're going to work a lot with people. You have to learn how to work together for a common purpose and maybe just chill a bit. Alright, so this is Gracyyap signing off, and if you like my channel, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for new videos. Bye for now. 恭喜发财